Hey you guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, and this channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's word. It's already been 30 days, so today is part 3. I guess it's kind of the last part. I'm sure I will revisit this terrible rash thing. You know, the whole thing with this was, will 30 days of carnivore get rid of this rash? And I will say, so at the very beginning of this, things were just absolutely horrible. I guess I can kind of try to recap just a little quickly. The whole thing was that I had a rash. It started small and grew and grew and grew. It started small in July. We are now in October. So a month ago, I decided, okay, this has been going on forever. It's horrible. It's super intense. It burns. It hurts. It's ridiculous. Intense itching, and just, you know, lots of research, knowing what I know, the medical conditions that I have. It really seemed like, okay, carnivore really could help this, and I want to try it. Things that I did at the doctor, they weren't really going anywhere. One doctor wanted me to take prednisone, which took the edge off of the itching a bit, but as soon as the 5-day thing of it was over, the itching came back like with a vengeance. It seemed like I want revenge. I went and saw another doctor. She thought that it was some type of rosacea type of thing. She gave me an antiviral medication just to be sure, just in case, because she's like, I'm not really sure what this is, but let me give you this medication just in case something, you know, needs to be killed or die off or whatever. That did not get rid of the rash. It was, I think, just kind of like a just in case this might help. And then I was prescribed a whole bunch of things to try to help basically numb my body, just to get rid of the itching. And those medications were making me feel terrible. So I already had the horrible rash, and then you add the side effects of medication on top of it. I'm very sensitive to a whole lot of things. So I stopped taking the medications. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to do this a more natural way. Healing with food, because I know that it's possible. Did a lot of research. That's what got me to this. There's some more to some other things, but if you just go back and watch part 1 and part 2, which I will link those videos in the description, then you can watch those if you really care. Okay, so this is where we are now, 30 days in. This rash is still a thing. It still is itchy. It's less though. Itchy less often throughout the day, and it's less intense. Also, it's not really red. It started out as just really red, bumpy, like inflamed, it just looked angry. It was such a nasty looking rash. And now it doesn't look good. Still, I am just spotted, but the spots are not red. They're more like brown, and they have flattened out more, even though I really don't like having brown spots all over my body, or on a big, huge chunk of my body anyway. I'm so happy that this rash is going away. Sleep is a little bit better. Before I was getting like 2 to 4 maybe hours of sleep a night, and now it's more like 4 to 6. And even though it isn't, you know, consistent sleep, it's still broken up, but it's still a longer length of time to sleep, so I'm happy about that. But I will say that in all of the research I've been doing, the studies I've been reading, the videos that I've been watching, it really seems that people start to notice a lot of the healing benefits of eating carnivore or even keto. But it always seems to hit around week 3, like in the week 3 to 4 range. And that is when I started to notice that things were really starting to ease up finally. It was around week 3. Now I'm in week 4, and it just keeps getting better each week. It's getting better and better. I'm really noticing. Really happy about that.
Thank you, Jesus.
Crap. I forgot what I was saying. And that was multiple places where I was reading and hearing that it is like week 3, week 4. That's where you really start to notice things. And they were right. That is when I really started to notice things. I'm like, holy crap, it's true. And also something else that I have been in my research finding, it seems that when it comes to healing, which that's why I'm eating this way, is strictly for healing purposes, is that it's usually around 90 days before people really notice a difference. So you start to notice the healing stuff around weeks 3, in the 3 to 4 week range. But then around the 90-day mark is where it's like, oh, my stuff is totally gone. So I'm a third of the way there, which, like I already told you guys, I have set myself a goal to eat, to just be carnivore or, totally zero carb, whatever, for the rest of the year, through the end of the year. And then also just to remind you guys that normally at the end of each year, so October, November, and December, normally in past years, I would usually do a workout challenge where we are, just challenging to be working out, because in these months, this is usually where the temptations come a lot, starting around the second half of October, and then November, and then December, with all the baked goods and everything else that comes with just, the holiday season. So I always do a challenge for the last 3 months of the year to try to help keep people on a good track, to help keep health a priority, instead of what most people do, which is like, oh, I'll start at the beginning of the year, January 1st, then I'll start worrying about my health. So the whole point of the challenge is, why wait? Why put yourself in worse health before you start getting into better health when you could just be doing it now? So my challenge for myself, since I really can't do a workout challenge like I normally would, because sweating was really, really making the rash so much worse. That's starting to ease up now, but because of that, I decided not to do a workout challenge and to just do the eating, changing how I eat. So even through the holiday season, even through Thanksgiving, even through Christmas time, to do this in a carnivore way. So that's my challenge. And someone did comment and say that she was challenging herself to work out more for these last few months of the year, which I think is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And any of you guys, if you guys are going to challenge yourselves in any way, whether it is food or, just different things. Like, there was a time where I challenged myself because I love to journal. I love to write. And there was a time where everything that was going on was so negative. All my writing was just so negative. It was a bunch of complaining and whining and this is annoying to me and I wish this and I wish that. It would be so much better if it was like this and that. That was years ago. I've learned from that, obviously, but I got to a point where I was like, oh my gosh, all I do is complain in these things, and it does not make me feel better. It doesn't make me feel better to complain about the stuff that's getting on my nerves. So I challenged myself to only write good things. If I wasn't going to write something good, then it wasn't going on the paper. That was my challenge, and it really started to change my perspective and help me see the good in things. Even in the things that were so annoying, I was able to, because I challenged myself. You have to find something good. It really helped in a lot of ways. So that could be something that you challenge yourself. It could be a workout challenge, whatever it might be. So, oh geez, I've been talking so long. As for the encouraging part, I had to remind myself of this and had to kind of encourage my own self. So I thought, okay, that's what I'll say in this update video as the encouragement portion of it, is that I was really feeling down on myself, like, oh my gosh, I'm basically like starting over. I have to start all over, because when this rash started and everything I've looked at, I'm very certain that this is all cortisol, increased cortisol related and lack of sleep related, that as my body was dealing with this rash, my weight was going up. I'm still at the exact same. I gained like 9 point something pounds in the time of this rash. I still am at that same, +9 weight. And I was getting really just bummed out. Like, I've gone backwards, and I just, you don't want to go backwards. When you've made good progress, you don't want to go backwards. And then for somebody who has very, really hard on myself, but also have struggled for years, starting around age 10, very, very poor self-image, which I'm working on that. I've made a lot of progress for, looking at myself in a better way as a person, and still struggling a little bit more with the outside appearance of just myself. So going backwards in this, it sucks, but oh crap, where was I going with this? So I just was feeling bummed out, and then I had to start reminding myself, okay, it's not like I didn't set myself back. It's not like I started eating, falling into old habits with eating. It's not like I've started eating foods that were damaging to my health. It's not like I haven't set my own self backwards. This just happens to be something that happened that part of the effect of it is I have gained weight, and it's all like around my belly area, upper back area, which is, I don't know if you guys know this, but when our cortisol levels go up, that's usually where our bodies will start to store fat, is in like those areas. So another really good indication that that's what it's from. But another thing I had to remind myself, if I've been eating carnivore for a month and I have not lost 1 pound, then that is really showing me how much healing my body is trying to do. But the encouragement part was that really we don't ever, when I think about it, I was trying to think of one example of having to start over. Are we ever actually starting from scratch? And I couldn't think of even one example where that is the case. Because first of all, I'm not starting all over. I'm not starting from scratch. When I started eating this way, I was almost 200 pounds. And so I was 190 something when I started this. And now I was 150 something. Now I'm into the 160 something again. So I was thinking of that. Like I was feeling so bummed out. Like, man, I got set backwards. Now I have to start all over again. No, I'm not starting at that 190 something. I'm starting at 160 something. So there's that. But also in anything, whether it's with our health, with our weight, with like a project that we might be doing around the house, with anything, if we have setbacks, we never are truly starting from scratch, because even if everything that we had is completely wiped away or completely undone and we have to start again, we are starting again with some type of additional knowledge, more experience. Do you know what I'm saying? So we never really, that I can think of, we never really start where we started the first time. Does that make sense?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Because when we started the first time, we hadn't gone through it yet. And there weren't experiences, there weren't things that happened that we learned things. We picked up some type of wisdom and knowledge and strength and, you know, whatever type, and growth. So when we do have to go back to the starting line again, we are not where we were when we started the first time. We are more equipped. And so that was encouraging to me that, okay, I'm not really starting from zero. Even if I went back to zero, I'm still not starting from zero, because I learned a lot the first go around that got messed up and had to get set back. And now I'm starting again, just more equipped, more knowledgeable. That was encouraging to me, and so I was like, okay, I'll share that as my encouraging part. Oh, geez. I feel like I've been talking way too long, so I'm going to stop this. That's the update. Kind of crappy update, but whatever. Kind of crappy anything. I don't even know what I really talked about. Again, I will link the part 1 and part 2 in the description. Also, just a reminder before I leave, even though I said I was going to leave a long time ago, is that our family store that my husband and our kids and I have been working on. So if you guys want to check out the website, it is shoplsf.com. And there you can find shirts. I do have some Consume the Goodness stuff, but then we also have other designs for shirts and hoodies and sweatshirts. And we have mugs and tumblers, puzzles, decorative pillows, coasters. We have a bunch of different things. So we have our designs there. And then if there's something that you guys would want personalized, then you could just reach out to us from the website and let us know, and then we can go from there. But I did want to let you guys know about that. All orders over $40, always free shipping. Puzzles always ship for free. I think that's about it. We've all been having a lot of fun doing those things. The kids have been helping. Our kids, our age range is from 10 to 18. Everyone has been enjoying pitching in and helping with the business, with creating designs, with printing stuff, with pressing, with writing thank you notes. We do handwritten thank you notes for all of our orders. Everybody has a hand in all that we're doing, and everybody's really been enjoying it. And so if you are somebody who enjoys to, support, and if you're able to support small family-owned, family-operated businesses, then we would love for you guys to check out our website. Anything you do to support is super appreciated, whether it is purchasing something, sharing the website on your social media, or sharing it with your friends or family in your phone, or just praying over it, over the success of it, and everything. It's so super appreciated, and we just love you guys so much. So that is it for this week. I love you guys. God bless, and I hope to have you back for the next one.